Leo, this is your week ahead astrology forecast by Astrology Motivation from Born Without Boundaries. In this video, we review the major planetary aspects and transits and how they impact your natal sun and what that means for your bottom line. We're going to start off really broad with the big stuff that's impacting everyone. And then we're going to focus down into the Leo specific things that you guys all should be aware of. And then I'll break things down into the decans. A decan is a group of 10 degrees. Every zodiac sign has 3 of them because every zodiac sign is a total of 30 degrees. And by breaking it down into these 10 degrees sections, what I can do is pinpoint exactly how your natal suns are going to be impacted based on their placement in the zodiac sign of Leo. Because everything in astrology is based on angles. And no, just because you're a Leo doesn't mean you're being affected the same way all Leos are. So we're going to get real specific here and real detailed. If you don't know the exact location of your natal sun in the zodiac sign of Leo, that's fine. All you need, the only information you need to enjoy this video and get something out of it is to know when your birth date is, because I will be translating the correlating degrees for the correlating birthdays. But if you want to get real accurate, then go grab yourself your own natal chart. It's free, it's easy. You just search free natal chart, a bunch of websites do it, and you'll need your birth date, which you already have, your birth time, and your birth location. Plug that information in, and in a couple of seconds, it spits out your whole natal chart, and you get to enjoy just diving into your first steps into understanding astrology a lot deeper. It has nothing to do with those Dear Abby horoscopes. I guarantee it. All right, Leo, let's start with the big stuff. So big stuff this week, a lot of it happens on the 17th. 3 things happen on the 17th that are pretty big. So we have a new moon that's happening on the 17th, and it's a new moon in Gemini, making it in a natural sextile too, especially some of you guys. So it's at about 26, 27 degrees Gemini. This new moon is going to be square to Neptune and semi-square to Venus, which is in Leo. I think it's all about breaking apart self-deceptions or preconceived notions because we're receiving in new information or new people are talking to us and we're opening up our options. So this is a new beginning for everyone. Really important to use your words to manifest the new that you're welcoming in your life. Write things down and speak them out loud. We also on the 17th have Saturn going into retrograde. It goes into retrograde almost around the same time, like summer season, around the same time every year that I've been around. So Neptune is going into retrograde next week. We just had Pluto go into retrograde last week. This is the slowing down period for us on Earth. And us in the northern hemisphere are very lucky because it correlates to our summer. So it's really just more about enjoying what we have instead of going after something new, and really being able to slow things down and be mature enough to accept that things are slowing down and to just allow the moment to happen and be present. So it's actually not a bad thing at all. We also have Venus and Mars conjuncting. Now, they've been in a loose conjunction all week long, but it's on the 17th that they'll be within 5 degrees conjunction of each other, which is when I think the power is really the strongest. So that happens on the 17th. Venus conjunct Mars in Leo is very sexual, very, very, very romantic. And because Mars is square to Uranus while this happens, revolutionary. Sexual revolution and awakening. Amazing shifts, especially to your romantic life. And we're going to go over exactly who's going to be impacted, but really all Leos are going to be impacted. This is a lot of energy that's built up there, and it's happening sort of in the second decan of Leo. Between 10 and 19 degrees Leo, it's happening around there. Yeah, we're going to get into those specifics, but really, really tremendous energy and very sexy and romantic. And I love it. I love it. I love feeling confident and taking action on that kind of energy. We have, I said, the square between Uranus and Mars, but we also have Neptune square the sun, or the sun squared Neptune, which we talked about a little bit when I was mentioning the new moon. So sun square Neptune is very self-deceptive energy. you can let your brain get in a fog and believe bullshit too easily. So the best way to use this energy is to create and be creative so that you can get that creativity and focus it and make it useful so it gets out of your way and you can connect with reality very clearly. It'll help out a lot. We have another very helpful aspect, which is Venus conjunct Mars trine to Chiron. This is probably one of the most beautiful energies I can think of, because it's all about healing, especially healing when it comes to our sadness or our romantic lives or whatever's been going on in that area of your life, this connection of just coming together and being able to really heal those situations. We have another very helpful energy, which is Jupiter sextile to Saturn. This is one of the most progressive, most optimistic energies. You can get anything done, combining the expansion and open-mindedness and adventureness of Jupiter with the solidness and the seriousness and the maturity of Saturn. There is nothing that you won't accomplish. And so this is an exceptional energy for all of us to enjoy. We also have Mercury sextile to Venus, which means that we will be able to eloquently communicate ourselves, be able to present ourselves very well in written word, in spoken word, happy matches, happy conversations. This is really optimistic energy, especially when it comes to work or new connections that are coming in around that new moon. I really love this energy this week. I stopped because I feel like I forgot something. I will remember it if I see it again. Let's rock ourselves into what Leos should be aware of. So in the zodiac sign of Leo, there is Venus that's going to move between 10 and 19 degrees this week, which is throughout the second decan of Leo. The whole decan of Leo, you guys are going to be touched by Venus conjuncting your natal sun this week. And then we have Mars moving between 15 degrees and 18 degrees, which is also in the second decan. They are conjunct each other. The moon will come into Leo between the 20th and the 21st and be right on top. So the moon will actually conjunct the Venus-Mars conjunction on the 21st. This is going to superpower impact some of you specifically, so I want you to hold on to that information. This is extremely romantic energy. This is extremely sensual energy, and it's extremely kind of dreams manifesting into reality kind of energy, wanting and desiring something new, those deep-rooted feelings coming to the surface. Oh, love this energy. With the sun, which you should always know what the sun is doing because it's your ruling dignitary. The sun is moving into Cancer on the 21st. You get to change signs. We're moving into Cancer season. So this is a beautiful, peaceful, family-oriented, very loyal, sweet, calm, and romantic energy to accentuate all this romance that's already all around us. We have a new moon, which the sun is always a part of. It's when the moon conjuncts the sun. That's happening on the 17th. Also, that square to Neptune could really get some wide awakenings during that time. The square of Neptune is happening all week long, which, like I said, could make us a little bit extra dreamy and gullible, but also very creative. And then we have a semi-square between the sun and the Venus-Mars conjunction, which means there could be some stubbornness, tension, or just more excitability when it comes to what is brought to light in our sexual and sensual relationships. The sun is this week sextile to the north node, trine to the south node, so we are in harmony with where we've been and happy to move forward, looking toward the future. And then, of course, we have on the 21st, when the sun moves into Cancer, the sun becomes a part of a grand water trine between the sun, Saturn, and the south node. Harmonizing with the sense of self, maturity, understanding where you need to move and where you need to move forward, really embracing who you are. So let's talk about the decans. If your natal sun is between 0 and 9 degrees Leo, you are in the first decan of Leo, and so you are Leo 1s. This correlates to July Leos. So definitely Cancer cusps anywhere from the 22nd through the 31st of July. You are Leo 1s. Leo ones, you are the ones that are conjunct the moon. You are conjunct the new moon. Wait, no, hold on. Oh, no. You are conjunct the, okay, so it's on the 20th, on the 20th of June. So Leo ones, you are conjunct Pluto. I'm sorry, you're opposite Pluto. Your natal suns are opposite Pluto, especially if you are Cancer cusps. So Leo Cancer cusps, basically Leos on the 22nd, 23rd of July. You Leos, you are in direct opposition to Pluto. So there's your natal suns are in direct opposition to Pluto. So there's a major transformation going on in your life, major transformation to yourself and who you are. But on the 20th, the moon is going to conjunct your natal suns, making it a very emotional day for you, almost like your very own new moon after the new moon, which is kind of like a brand new start, new feelings for something, emotional revolution almost in your life around the 21st. Extra emotional day. Your natal suns are also square to Jupiter, which is a very almost stubborn energy. It tries to move too fast for itself and grow too fast for itself, but there are lots of opportunities rushing through your mind and maybe thinking or having more confidence than you deserve in certain areas. So just be aware. Before you jump into anything, take a few breaths and think things through. You're also therefore square to the North Node, which means challenges moving forward. It doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that there's a lot of changes happening very quickly, and that could pose a lot of challenges to your person, meaning that you have to change the way that you look at things. And then we have a long-term trine to Neptune, which only is happening if you guys are at the cusps of Cancer and Leo, but this is extremely creative energy, psychic energy. This is transformative and metamorphic through creativity and through the discovery of your spirituality and your connection to God. Definitely your intuition is going to be off the hook for the next couple of years, and you'll find those abilities in yourself now. Leo 2s. So if your natal sun is somewhere between 10 and 19 degrees Leo, which is the path that Venus is traveling right now, you are Leo 2, so you are conjunct to Venus and conjunct to Mars and conjunct the Venus-Mars conjunction all week long. Oh my God, this is supercharged expansion and sexual growth. When it comes to birthdays, your birthdays would sort of correlate to August 1st through the 10th. Around there, you would be Leo 2s. Really sexual revolution, different growth and expansion into who you are, how you see yourself, who you're attracted to, and definitely a major change when it comes to your romance status. You are also sextile to Mercury. So this is beautiful energy to speak eloquently. Your brain is going to be sharp. You're going to be witty. It's very clear. This is definitely a great time to take tests, interview, apply, present yourself, and manifest. Manifest, especially during that new moon. You can speak anything into existence. Mercury sextile to the sun, to your natal sun. And then trine to Chiron. It's a long-term trine. This is especially impacting you guys born around the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th of Leo. All of you. Really, really trine to Chiron, which means you are healing from past traumas. You are healing and growing and changing in positive ways from past traumas. This is long-term. Leo 3s. So Leo 3s, if your natal sun is between 20 and 29 degrees Leo, you're Leo 3s. This correlates to anywhere from the 11th through the 31st of August. Leo 3s as your birth date. Your sun is trine the sun. This is a time of tremendous courage, romance, and capability. You are ready to be seen. Use it. You will naturally shine this week. You are in a long-term square to Uranus, supercharged in change, even surprising yourself, right? A long-term quincunx to Neptune, which is frustration around getting out of your dream world, right? or just distraction, finding yourself daydreaming a lot, use it. Use the creative energy to create, and you'll have a conduit to do something with. You'll turn it into something very productive. You are trine to the North Node, which means you are future focused and settling into rounding that corner toward your future, moving forward instead of staying where you've been, accepting where you're going. And then sextile to the South Node, which means opportunities will be springing from your future in the opportunities that came or talents that you had in the past. Let me know in the comments below how this is impacting you guys directly. Please subscribe to the channel so we grow over here. I think we're about to reach 10,000 and I'm so excited. Thank you so much for your support. And then come on over to Born Without Boundaries Tarot and enjoy your tarot card reading. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye, Leo.